I spent a night in a haunted house and something followed me home. I never believed in ghosts until the night I decided to prove them wrong. My name is Emily Harper. I'm 24 and I write for a small but growing online blog about urban legends, haunted places, and unexplained phenomena. Most of my life, I've been a skeptic. Ghosts, demons, spirits, sure, they make great stories, but I never gave them much weight until Wellington Manor. I first heard about it at a cafe in downtown Portland. A couple of friends, Tyler and Cassie, were arguing about the scariest place they'd ever been. You know Wellington Manor, right? Tyler said, sipping his cold coffee. Abandoned since the 30s, 3 deaths, 2 disappearances, and people still claim they see shadows moving inside at night. Cassie scoffed. It's a rundown mansion in the middle of nowhere. Old houses make noises, people exaggerate. Classic ghost story. I leaned in, curious despite myself. Wait, what do you mean by disappearances? I asked. Tyler smirked. Exactly what it sounds like. People go there for a dare or a thrill and some just vanish. No trace. Some swear the place eats you alive. I'm not going near that place. Cassie laughed, shaking her head. You're not serious, Tyler. You'd pee your pants the moment you saw a rat. I smiled. Something about the story pulled me in. Maybe it was my curiosity. Maybe it was my journalist brain. But I knew I had to see it for myself. Actually, I said, trying to sound casual, I think this could be a good feature for my blog. A night in Wellington Manor. We could document everything. Videos, audio, the whole deal. If there's nothing there, it'll make a great post debunking myths. Both of them paused, eyes wide. You wouldn't actually spend a night there, Cassie said slowly. Oh, I would, I replied, grinning. If you're scared, you can come, or not. Tyler laughed, shaking his head. You're insane. But okay, I dare you. Spend a night in that place and survive. If you make it, I don't know, pay for your coffee for a year. Challenge accepted. I didn't even think twice. I spent the next week preparing. I researched the mansion's history, collecting every old newspaper article, police report, and urban legend I could find. Wellington Manor was built in 1912 by Edwin Wellington, a wealthy industrialist. He and his family vanished in the late 1930s under mysterious circumstances. Rumor has it, the house was cursed. Some say Edwin was involved in occult practices, trying to bind souls within the walls. Over the decades, locals claim to see flickering lights, hear screams in the dead of night, and sometimes even glimpses of shadowy figures staring from broken windows. I didn't believe it. Not fully, but I knew enough to respect the potential danger. I packed carefully. A high-quality DSLR camera with night vision capabilities, a digital voice recorder, spare batteries, a flashlight, and a notebook for observations. I left my phone fully charged in my bag, although I doubted I'd have much signal in the rural stretch of Oregon where the manor sat. I also took a small first aid kit, just in case. The night arrived. It was colder than I expected for early October, with a thick fog rolling over the abandoned estate. The road to Wellington Manor was narrow and overgrown, flanked by towering, skeletal trees. I parked my car at the gravel lot a few hundred feet away and looked up at the house. Its silhouette loomed against the night sky, a skeletal frame of broken windows, peeling paint, and a sagging roof. The place had been empty for decades, yet it felt alive in a way I couldn't explain. I grabbed my gear and approached cautiously, the gravel crunch under my boots echoing unnaturally in the quiet night. When I reached the front doors, they hung crooked on rusty hinges. I pushed the main door. Full story link below.